play when they propose to say, but they've said that he was behind, way behind before, and that his
Yes,
poll numbers are
in 2016, you mean?
and 20, yeah.
Well,
So, oh God, I mean, it's just like
this-
a nail
this-
biter, you know?
it is terrible, and if she gets in, our country's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
4 more years of this, that'll just do us in.
Oh my God, I know.
We're gonna be in a world, it could be the apocalypse.
That's right.
It really could.
That's
I mean, they've got these nukes and that's, you can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah.
There's nowhere, they might do a warning that it's coming. What are you gonna do?
It's the end of the world.
Yeah,
What is her appeal? I mean, I thought she was a dummy for a long time when Biden was talking. Because all she did was giggle and laugh, but I think that was put on also. That was maybe to make her look like a dummy. And then she studied and studied and studied.
And all she does, she's a prosecutor, she's a lawyer, she memorizes things, you know.
Yeah,
She writes her summation or has someone write it for her, and she memorizes it and regurgitates it. That's why she can't do anything but talking word salads when she's caught off guard and
right,
doesn't have anything prepared.
right.
Either prepared, memorized, or reading off of a teleprompter.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she starts talking in circles.
Mm-hmm.
And she said to that reporter, he says, what specifically are a couple of things that you're gonna do? And she starts talking about her childhood and the neighborhood that she grew up in. My neighbors were really proud of their lawns.
I got that.
And everyone's looking at her going, what
They're
the
going, huh?
Right.
heck
Right.
does that have to do with
Proud of
anything?
their lawns. You're right. You're right. And what do you think of the vice president?
Oh God,
Is
he's
he kind of
a
weird?
coward.
He's Bozo the clown.
Low
clown.
class.
He's a clown.
He's a liar too.
Yeah. And I guess he let his city burn down.
Yes.
And then he finally said something after what?
And left the
5
windows
days?
open so they could smell the burning tires.
Isn't
He and his
that
wife, yeah.
Oh, he's trouble. Had his honeymoon in China, in
Maybe
Tiananmen Square.
Right.
Oh, I think he's been to China, they said 30-something times. He's
Right.
a commie too.
Right, he
Yeah.
is. He is. He's total. And my husband was in the CIA,
Really?
you know, and God bless him. If he were alive today, I don't think he'd be alive today.
God.
No.
I always think about what would Rush Limbaugh say today if he was here. Oh
Yeah.
God, he would just.
Yeah. My daughter watches Dan Bongino. Listens
We
to Dan.
love Dan Bongino.
Well, he's a tough guy.
Yes, and he was thrown off Fox, wasn't he?
Yeah.
No. He
Well,
wasn't thrown off Fox. He's never been on Fox. He was thrown off YouTube, but they've got him back on YouTube now. But
Okay.
he has his Rumble is his.
Start his own
Okay.
Yeah.
network.
And he's really gone to town on these Secret Service and
Oh,
all the assassination
Oh,
failures,
yes.
attempt failures.
Do you think that was
It obviously was rigged. It was obvious.
Yeah.
There's just not that many coincidences
Yeah.
of incompetence. There's just not that many.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, where do you find a 20-year-old guy that's got offshore bank accounts?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
he
And
got,
they
yeah.
cremated his body like 3 days
I know
later.
it. I know it. What was the
Yeah.
reason for that?
They don't have one.
What do you think?
And who has ever even talked
They're
to
covering
his
stuff,
parents?
just like when they found
Right.
cocaine in the warehouse and they incinerated it the next day.
Yeah.
They didn't check it for
yes.
DNA. They didn't check prints on
Wow.
the container.
Baggy, no.
Wow.
Mm-mm.
I mean, what is that all about?
It's
Well, we know what it's
corruption.
about.
It's
It's
so,
just-
so corrupt.
We don't want to think about it.
Right. It's pathetic. Shall I be holding it?
No, we're
or
good.
anything? Hold her, just let it
He's a
go.
good boy.
Listen, see him telling her again.
She calls her own cat the wrong
Okay.
sex.
Can you believe it?
That's what I told her. Some boy cats are so pretty you can't help it. He's a pretty boy, definitely.
Oh, he's funny. But you know, he eats the pebbles, and the pebbles, when he drinks his water, the pebbles go in his water.
What pebbles?
But he's on Pro Plan,
Uh-huh.
and I was beginning to think maybe he can't chew them, and that's why they're kind of some of them going in his water. So I grounded them up today, and he ate.
Uh-huh.
So you think that could be it?
Yeah. He may, it may be painful for him to chew.
Yeah.
Because he's got something going on in his mouth, the way he does that weird,
Yes.
That weird
I know
thing.
you said that.
yeah. I bet he can't really, close his teeth together. They might be hitting his upper gums
Okay.
or something. It's just hard to tell. But there's something going on in there. Have you had that looked at?
And he's going within the next month for his checkup. So I'll mention that.
Yeah.
It just dawned on me.
Who's your vet?
Dr. Gail or Dr. Oars.
Okay. I gotta get a different brush. I'll be right back.
No, it's a mess.
That's her little throne.
Oh, isn't that cute, huh? And this one loves dogs. It
Uh-huh.
doesn't faze her
Yeah.
him at all.
We've got 3 cats, and they like rub noses with her, and
Really?
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah?
Give each other little headbutts. It's
Oh.
funny.
Oh, y'all like cats, don't you?
Yeah, she does. She's a cat lover. I never had cats. I was allergic to them until I met her.
Really?
And then all of a sudden, she's got a house full of cats, and somebody cured my allergies. Thank you, because he wanted me to stay here, I suppose.
Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah. Now I'm surrounded by animals all day long. And cats sleep up here sometimes, and I'm just like,
No allergies?
No.
None? Isn't that funny?
They all went away.
it's crazy.
So the more you had, the more they went away. You know, the more cats, I'm saying.
I
My
couldn't. I
cat
told her I
had-
couldn't even date a girl that had cats. Her pocketbook would have hair in it or something. I'd get sneezing and watery.
Yes, yeah. People are really affected by cats,
Yeah.
you know. And this one sleeps on top of my pillow. I finally said last night, enough of this is enough. I'm going to get another pillow. She has a big pillow on the back, and then my pink pillow. She just goes up in that pink pillow right over my head. So last night I got the pillow from the other side of the bed, and I said, you can have your own pillow. And of course, my feet are half hanging out. And then the dog is beside me.
Yeah, our cat's got crazy things. Like we'll watch TV for a while at night. I have my legs up on a
Yeah.
recliner.
Yeah.
We have one cat that just goes right there.
Oh, and that's something, huh?
He crosses his legs.
Yeah,
Oh.
he'll crawl into her lap for a minute and go, yeah, I'm going back over here.
Oh,
Yeah.
isn't that funny? Huh?
They love their daddy.
They love their
And
tail.
then our one little bitty kitty, as soon as it's bedtime, she jumps right on the bed or right in my spot.
Yeah,
I've
it's
got to
every
move her
night.
every time.
You have to move her. Oh, and when
And
does
then
she sleep?
then she gets up and does a session of 4-legged biscuits.
Yeah, she arches her back and starts doing this. It's kind of weird. Crazy looking.
I've had cats all my life and I've never seen a cat do it.
Really?
All 4 legs.
I looked it up,
That's
and
too funny.
it's a normal thing for them.
Yeah?
I looked it up. I've never seen
Yeah.
it before either.
Oh, that's too
And
funny.
her brother does it too.
Really?
They're
Litter
litter
mates.
mates.
Yeah?
And he does it in a little bit different way than she does it, but they both do the 4-legged biscuits, and it's
That's
a little disturbing, really.
Yeah, they get this kind of faraway look in their eyes, like it's kind of
it's
sort of a sexual
trance.
thing or
Yeah,
something.
trance.
It's a little
Yeah.
strange.
Oh, that's too
Her
funny.
eyes
Yeah.
dilate,
Really?
yeah, and she purrs while she's
Oh,
doing it, but she
oh.
doesn't drool.
Okay.
She purrs and she wants to gaze into your
Oh.
eyes and do this. And if you touch her, she goes, eh, and she'll she doesn't want to be touched. She wants you, and she
Just let
wants
me
to
do
put
my
her-
thing.
She wants to put her back feet on my hand,
Oh,
on the back of my hand, and
Oh.
march on my hand or on my arm. She'll get on my side and put her back feet on my arm. It's weird,
too funny.
very weird. It's
Well, how about I've got a Labradoodle, same color as this one, a miniature Labradoodle. She humps the cat.
a domination thing.
Can you imagine that though? And then she doesn't want him to go anywhere near her dishes. She thinks that he's going to eat her food,
Right.
which he's not going to eat her food because he doesn't eat there, but he drinks the water. But that doesn't make any sense. But it is what it is.
Somebody else's water is always better than your water.
Yeah.
He's in better shape today.
Oh. She scores him. He came in with a very bad score to start with.
Yeah, it's all right. They
Great.
get used to her because they're happy when they get done with this.
He's
And they're
begun
like,
to really
"Oh, yeah."
enjoy this. He loves this.
He's being good.
He knows he needs help with all this hair.
Yeah. He's a good boy today for Tracy.
And now he knows what to expect.
Well, I don't know whether Trump's going to get it or not.
I think he is.
Do you?
I do. Yeah.
We just hope.
Of course, we're definitely gonna vote. That's for sure.
I'll try to do it early.
I need to find the Republican headquarters local and go get some signs for the yard.
How about a flag?
And well, we have 2 flags.
But our driveway's about 100 yards long, so
Oh, really?
and nobody except our friends and family sees them.
Nobody's saying anything.
We have an American flag, a Trump flag,
Yeah.
and a yellow "Don't Tread on Me" flag with the
Ooh.
snake on it
Oh, yeah, okay.
that hang from our deck up top. We live on top of a barn in an apartment, and that's where we fly our flags. It's the first thing you see when you pull in.
Good for you. I was gonna tell you a little story about my granddaughter. She's with the Breeders' Cup in Kentucky. And she had a yearling that they were getting ready to photograph and I guess sell. And so she was holding the yearling, a year-old 1,200-pound horse, was it?
Wow.
And I think that the lady had about 4 or 5 in a ring, and 4 or 5 people were holding these horses. Well, it wasn't a bee, but it was a horsefly that,
Well, they bite.
okay, so the horsefly got around this little yearling, and I don't know the whole details, but then the horsefly left and went over to the next horse, and the guy finally killed her, but before he killed her, she hit my daughter, my granddaughter, in the chest with her tiny legs, I guess, and she couldn't breathe. She
Knocked the
ended,
breath out of her.
yes, and she ended up went to the hospital, and so she doesn't have contusions in the lungs, but she has, what would you say? Just the
Blood
lungs.
clots.
No clots, but the lungs were not collapsed. I guess contusions, and then on the ribs. So the doctor told her to stay home and don't do anything, and don't go to work and rest. So the poor thing, I think she's so traumatized. So my daughter's husband lost his mother in Chicago this week. Everything was happening at once.
Oh no.
So my daughter said I better go to Kentucky and kind of take care of her 4 or 5 days. So she just left and they went to Indianapolis and her daughter, our other daughter from Chicago, and her husband have just left after taking care of the apartment that the mother lived in. So they're all meeting in Indianapolis, and then Kristen's coming home to D.C. with her husband. So they got a 9.5-hour ride after 11 o'clock this morning. But the poor kid, that was terrible.
She got kicked in the chest. Wow.
Yes.
Mm.
Good thing she didn't get kicked in the face.
Head or face, right? And
Right.
break her face.
Kind of reminds me of the second date we were on.
Yeah.
Only known her 2 days. She says, "Let's go see my horses. They're so cool."
Yeah.
How many were up there? 6?
10 total.
Yeah.
Mine
So,
and my friends. We each had 5.
It's dusk, and she's going out into the round pen, and there's 4 or 5 of her horses, and she's putting out the feed buckets, and they're kind of tussling with each other, and one rears back and kicks me right. I had a hoof print right there. I missed the family jewels by a half an inch.
Oh,
And
that's
then we
terrible.
kicked her, and we kicked you in the thigh.
They were kicking at each other.
Right,
And
but we were
happened to
in
be standing
between them.
And so they kicked us
Oh.
instead.
And I'm
They
like,
weren't-
oh,
they
so
weren't
this is
trying to
what
kick
this is
us.
what horses are about, huh? Kind of. That's okay. Tracy's cute enough. I'll deal with it.
So now you've got how many horses?
We have 5.
Yeah, 3 big ones and 2 minis.
Really?
2 miniatures. Yeah.
And 3 cats and 1 dog.
Yep.
Anything else?
No chickens.
I don't think so. No, we don't. The chickens were living here.
Yeah.
We couldn't have chickens there because
I think that's
we
about
didn't
all
have
we
the
got.
proper facility for chickens there,
Yeah,
unless we wanted
yeah.
to put them in a coop. And I don't like chickens in a coop.
Yeah.
I like them to run, to have.
Yeah.
They had the whole backyard out back there, and then we had the under the deck fenced in. That's where they roosted and slept at night, and where they. It was just the perfect yard for chickens. And Sarah
Amazing.
got tired of taking care of them, so she wanted to get rid of them. So she did. I still miss the chickens. I don't even like to go out in the backyard anymore. It makes me
Oh.
mad every time I go out there.
Oh.
They're not there.
Who takes care of your horses?
Well, we have a ranch hand
Yeah.
who lives there full time. He's been there for 3 years almost. Right, Sean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. and gives them breakfast and dinner, and he takes care of the manure and the stalls and the hay, and
And
basically
he talks to them like they're his kids.
Of course.
It's the craziest thing you've ever seen.
He
Yeah.
loves them, huh?
they're his life.
Really, I can see.
He's never spent the night away from home.
Yeah,
He's never had a guest. These horses are his life, and we're about the only people he interacts with, I think, except for people he interacts with at the store or whatever, you know.
yeah.
But he's a strange individual, but he sure does serve our needs, and he lives in a RV on the back of the barn, so we don't share any common areas, and we don't ever see him unless we want to see him.
Yeah,
And we're able to just enjoy the horses and ride when we want to, or whatever. He takes care of everything else in exchange for being able to live there for free. Of course, we provide electricity and internet and things like that.
And water and
Yeah.
basic plumbing.
He doesn't pay us anything. We also decided to provide him with a car to drive. That's not part of the deal, really. We had an old car that was just sitting there rotting, basically, and we decided to fix it up and let him use it to go back and forth to the feed store.
well, that's good.
So it was better than it just sitting there. You know, if you let a car just sit,
Yeah,
rats get in it, and,
right.
you know, the battery goes bad, and you might as well get rid of it. So we put it to good use.
Good,
So he's got it made there, and so do we,
Good.
really.
good.
He and I fight like brothers and sisters, though. We get into arguments, and he doesn't have very good social skills,
Yeah, yeah.
and we get into it from time to time, which explains why he is.
Oh, who said you could do that?
Who said you could leave? Huh? Tracey didn't give you permission to do that.
She did not.
There he is.
He said, I just needed a little quick break.
There he is. You want me to scissor this a little shorter back here, right?
Anything you wanna do?
So it works out real well. He's a pain in the ass sometimes, but Jim is his name. But you know, he doesn't bring people in.
Yeah, what's
He doesn't have any
important
visitors.
for you?
He doesn't smoke. Can't stand cigarette smoke.
Mhm.
He doesn't smoke cigarettes or pot. He drinks a little bit of wine or beer
Mhm.
in the evenings, but he's not a drunkard or anything like that.
It's a lot of work to take care of.
It is a
isn't
lot of work. Yeah, Sean gets mad at him and says he's gonna kick him out, and I'm like, wait a minute.
After I kill him.
'Cause, then you're gonna have to do it all. You wanna
Wait
do
a
it all?
minute. Yeah,
I'm
well,
fine.
Sean wouldn't be the one doing it all. It would be me.
If you.
Yeah, and I'm like, we need to do the math here on this situation. And we've gotten to the point now where we'll have an exchange. Well, the other night he texted me and I saw it coming. He just needs some attention. He needs to interact with somebody besides a horse.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's asked me what kind of paper towels I bought. I keep paper towels in the barn, you know.
Yeah.
And I said, Viva, select a size. Why? He goes, because I'm gonna buy some. Why else?
Oh, it got nasty. He started dropping F-bombs on us.
Yeah, and I was like,
I wanted to go beat on his
I
door and
didn't
slap him.
know you bought paper towels for the barn. Was I absent for that conversation? Oh my God, I'm sorry. He wrote me text this long,
No.
but he just needed attention.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like a child. Sometimes
Yeah.
they'll do something bad.
yeah,
If they're not getting any good attention, bad attention is better than no attention.
yeah, yeah.
And he's just like that. And I saw it coming, and I should have been better at avoiding it, because I
Yeah.
could tell what he was doing right when it started. And it was about 11 o'clock at night, so that meant he'd been drinking.
Okay.
He'd had a few glasses of wine, so
Was he trying just to aggravate you?
he just needed to interact with somebody,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess. And finally, I gave him what he wanted and cussed him out. Like, I was only nice so long. Like, I don't know what I did to make you mad, but I really didn't mean to offend you. And then he goes on another 8-inch long text
Oh, jeez.
and said for me to go fuck myself and go buy my own fucking paper towels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's about the time I'm like, I think I need to pay him a visit.
So I said,
You're gonna talk to my
you
wife
can
like that if
take
you
your
lost your
bad
mind?
attitude and shove it up your ass, you fucking fuck. And he said, you could stop talking now. And I said,
Oh
no,
no,
you
done,
stop talking.
you done got me wound up now.
Now it's midnight.
Because I can only be stoic for so long, you know.
And we both quit drinking a long time ago, so
Well,
we're
not a
like,
long time ago,
she's
but-
straight.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Oh
three,
yeah, that's
3
another
months is a
thing. He
long
said he
dang
accused me
time.
of drinking again.
Oh.
But the next morning, nobody said anything. Just all went away.
Saw him in the morning. Hey, how you doing? I'm good. How are you? Yeah.
And well, I think the last thing I said, but you know what? You didn't ruin my evening and you didn't steal my joy. He says, well, you ruined mine as usual.
Oh, that's
I said-
terrible.
I said, no, you got exactly what you asked for. He wanted to fight with somebody.
Mm.
But we've been doing this back and forth thing for so long
Mhm.
that I don't get upset about it anymore. 'Cause I would have to care to get upset, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not gonna upset me. But he does have a good quality. He's got a pretty good sense of humor,
Oh,
and he does absolutely love.
you're not going anywhere.
I got 1 foot left to do.
Nowhere. Nowhere, baby. Look at the doggy. I know. You keep the doggy? No. Okay, come on.
Almost done there, Hampton.
Getting bold, isn't she? Pete, see?
All right, 1 foot left, buddy.
So you think Trump's gonna have another debate?
I think he will.
I think he will too.
He's just playing with her like a cat and mouse, making
Yeah.
her beg for it. But he
Yeah.
better have it on. He better make sure they have it on Fox this
That's
time.
right.
This
That's
is
right.
ridiculous. This I wouldn't, if I was him, go to another
No, I wouldn't. either.
mainstream media thing because it's just all rigged, and they're gonna allow her to sit there and tell lies again.
Yeah, yeah.
And I wouldn't do it
I wish it,
unless it's on Fox.
I agree. And what do you think of the vice
Because
president's
he's done
debate?
2. When is that supposed to? October?
October 1, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, Vance is gonna eat his lunch.
Oh yeah. Vance is an incredible speaker.
Yes. And I don't think he'll be prepared, this.
Oh, he'll have just like Kamala. He'll have
Right.
some lies and some talking points memorized. And,
She basically irritates you.
oh, and she's right. She's always right back to the cackling now. Did you see her?
Yes, she is.
Her what do you call it? Her rally. Oh,
Yes.
and did you see how they welcomed them at the where were they, Sean? At the fire. It was a firehouse. I
In
think.
Pennsylvania, I believe.
Yeah. Biden and Harris walked in,
Oh,
and
very,
people
very
just,
few.
they looked like this at him and they turned their backs. They just,
Yeah.
there was crickets.
Yes.
And Trump walked in and everybody was like, ah, the whole place
Yeah.
exploded.
Yeah.
And that was not a Trump rally, that was just a regular firehouse.
Yeah, yeah. So what's that kind of telling us? I don't know, the other night we went out to dinner and we asked our waitress, and she's a young girl, she's very smart, but she didn't know what to do. She had no idea. 1 minute she thinks she's for Trump, the next minute she thinks she's for Kamala. So I just hope that's not the youth, because they're not educated.
Yeah, but hopefully the youth are gonna get out and vote.
How old is she?
Probably 24, 25.
Well, just ask her if she's better off 4 years ago.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's-
gas was less than $2 in some places.
Yeah.
Now it's over 3. Some
Right.
used to be 4. It was almost 5.
That's right.
Interest rates, you can't buy a house.
Yeah.
Housing costs are too much.
Right,
Building
right.
supplies are too much. Everything's
Just
crazy.
give 25,000 to first-time home buyers.
Mm.
We
All
should
it's
get
gonna
in the
do
money.
is make that up from taxpayers.
Right. And I say 80% of the wealthy taxpayers are Democrats.
Yeah.
Is that her paw? Did you see her paw?
What about her palm?
She kind of chews a little bit of that.
I brushed all that out.
Good.
Yeah, it was kind of crispy.
Yeah.
He likes that. got fall leaves on that. I wonder if those are real. The leaves turning on the.
I would imagine they are.
We put fall leaves around our mailbox.
Okay.
I love those little black cat chickadees.
Is
They're
that
so
your house?
cute.
I can't turn around.
Huh?
I can if I don't want to lose her and see.
We have those
Oh.
at our. We have bird feeders out.
Yeah.
Those little black cat chickadees come all the time. Really
Wow.
pretty birds.
Pretty picture, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Fall's my favorite.
It helps
time of year.
hypnotize the cats.
Look at that. Did you ever go to New England to see the New England foliage?
No, we
Me
don't.
too.
We don't leave the. This is about this place in Home Depot is about the only place we go.
We're
And
there.
Walmart.
We're there a lot.
Walmart and Ingles.
Where's your Ingles up by in Dawsonville?
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
We
Right.
love that Ingles.
Corner of 453.
yeah, that's a good Ingles.
Really is.
They got great meat.
Mm-hmm.
Always good parking.
Good.
Never a
Right.
line. Everybody loves Peaches there. We take her in everywhere.
Most of them
we
know her
go.
name. Hey, Beaches. It's funny.
She's got her little service dog rig that she wears, and we take her in Walmart and
Really?
Longhorn, Applebee's,
Really?
Chili's. She goes everywhere.
This
with
one
us.
here?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Oh yeah. she's
So you
good.
consider her a service dog?
Yeah, Sean was in the hospital for 6 weeks, and
Yeah.
about 6 years ago, and
Yeah.
she was so depressed.
That's
and
back surgery. He had
was
an
talking to the
infection.
nurse
Really?
about it.
Infection on the spinal cord.
The nurse said
Infection in the spinal cord?
his eyes look really good today.
Oh, good.
Like there's not boogies today. I'll trim that
So you had
hair.
spinal surgery, huh, Sean?
hmm And after I got out of the hospital, I was in a wheelchair for I can't even remember how long.
Really?
He had to learn to walk.
In a walker.
Really? So spinal infection, or what brought you to the hospital to have the spinal surgery? Just,
I got up.
Paralyzation.
I got up one morning and was heading to the shower, getting ready for another day, and I hit the deck.
really?
I couldn't even crawl. I couldn't move
Yeah.
my legs just wouldn't act right.
Really?
Your legs wouldn't move. Your legs were hanging.
Yeah,
Oh my heavens.
yeah. So
So a lot of people have horrible backs, don't they?
Well, he's lucky he recovered.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm about 85, 90% back.
Okay.
but
My balance
literally-
is still a
he
little
literally
off,
had
but-
to walk again. Do you have that
Really?
video of you on the walker?
I do on the phone.
You had to learn to walk again.
Yeah, it took him about a year. He was in a wheelchair, and I'm telling you, it was a big deal. God wants him here.
Yeah.
All right, you are so handsome. Yes, now you can get down and walk
Pretty
around.
boy.
Get down and walk around.
Well done, huh, baby?
He feels better.
He looks good. He looks so good.
What do you want to get back in your to-go box? To-go box, that's right. Get in your to-go box. Good boy. Good boy.
Well, he
Good
was
boy.
very well behaved.
Well, I'm so glad. It's getting better each time.
He really, I mean, he actually enjoys this.
I'm so good. And he's a good boy. He'll be having fun tonight.
Keep his tail up in there. There we go. Does he like to play?